Thanks for choosing Phillips Run Driven Motor Company. I know there's a lot of other channels out there, but we appreciate you. If you don't care, give us a like. We bought this truck a couple of months ago and we drug it in the other day trying to get it back out on the road. This is a 94 Dodge truck. This is the truck that changed everything when it comes to trucks. Before this truck came out, Dodge was selling the least amount of pickup trucks on the road. The designer said, hey, let's go for broke. They come up with this truck and absolutely hit a home run. Logan got the interior out of this old Dodge truck and he's been cleaning it up. But once we got the carpet out, we found rust. It's just surface rust at this point, looks like, but I need to get that stopped. If I don't, we're going to have holes. The driver's side looks pretty good, but obviously this window's been left down or something, so I need to get this stopped. So I'm going to sand this thing down, see if I can treat it with navel jelly, and then put some etching primer on it. So I'm going to have to sand this thing down the metal, get the rust off of it, maybe go back with some metal etching primer, and then I'm thinking about going back with truck bed sealer on top of that, which should stop that rust from coming back. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and get all the junk that I need, the sanders and the wire wheel and all that, go to it, and we'll see how it turns out. The first thing I need to do is put my glasses on where I can see, because us old guys are going blind. There, now all we need to do is grab the vacuum cleaner and see if we can't vacuum up all that we can, get it down as good as we can. And look at here. Was that on heads or tails? Oh, that was on heads. That's good luck. Any idea what this is? We don't need that. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get this rubber tar piece up. It's stuck good, ain't it? Oh, there's a hole. This has got to come out. You get a rake, see if we can get this out. Well, they're not the right size. Kind of deteriorated. Oh, there we go. Ain't coming. Ah, there it is. Rust. Oh, we can fix that. Don't give up. This right here will take about anything out. But we got to get some air first. Not much air. No. I've let it build up. While it's building up, I'll see if I can get some of this out here. Let's see if we got enough air yet. No, not yet. It's cold outside. I think like me, didn't want to get out of the bed. clean that up a little bit and see what it looks like. You can see I got a hole right here and a small one started right there. This right here is a little dip in the floor pan where water's been going. You can see where the water's been soaking in on that. But now this is on here good, but I got this back. You see where the rust was underneath it, but I really feel like it needs to go on back because you see all the cracks on that. I really feel like that's got I really feel like that's got rust underneath it. I'd like to go ahead and fix it all while I'm here. It's not wanting to come up though. Show you the progress so far. You can see right here we got a little hole, and then we got a hole right here. That's just wet. But from what it looks like to me is the way this thing was sitting in the field, that looks like a water line to me. And I'd say this was full of water till it sprang a leak back here. But that definitely helped it. You can see the way that's cracked, that there's definitely rust underneath it. So I've got to get the rest of that up and see if we can get this out, because that's more rust underneath that, if you can see. So it's really not in bad shape at all, but we need to get it stopped now. All right, let's see if the air is built up enough that we can cut these things out. Logan's hammer he confiscated out of this truck. There she goes. Now let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and trim them off. What do we think? Now we can see what we got underneath this. where the water went down this little valley up under the tar paper. Let's see where we're at. Still need to get some more over here. Try a smaller one. Feel like that's in pretty good shape there, so let's go ahead and vacuum it up and see what we got. Alright, I bought this little old thing up there at Holly Ford Fest. They had a swap meet, and a guy selling a bunch of his tools. I'm gonna try it. Now I gotta try something else. Let's get that run. let's get some dust out of here. You can tell it's already looking better, but we've got some rust holes here and rust hole here and a little bit started, so got it in the lick of time. Still got some more sanding to do, and then now let me explain something to you. If you're working on a 57 Plymouth Fury, this is not the way to fix the floor. You want to cut it out and put new in, but then it's a 94 Dodge truck that we're just going to have some fun with. This is the way you do it, especially if you broke it. Back when I was a kid, I had a neighbor that we used to work with, and he was an old military guy, and he sold me on navel jelly. I use this all the time when it comes to rust. I don't know if it's any better than anything else, but you know, when you're a kid and an old man says, hey, this is the best stuff, and you try it, but it seemed like it works good. But I'm gonna treat this rust with this navel jelly, and then we'll see about putting some etching primer on it. And I got a little bit more dirt here I got to get vacuumed up first. All right, let's see if we can get some navel jelly on this. Like I said, this ain't 100% fixed, but this was a 57 Plymouth Fury. I'd probably be working on a little bit different, but being a 94 Dodge truck that we're just goofing off on, this will probably outlast the truck. And after we get it sealed, and then to get the carpet back in it and keep the windows rolled up, I think it'll be fine for next 100 years. Probably longer than the life of the truck. All right, I'm gonna let that work itself in for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. They say rinse it off, but I never do. I always just wipe it down good and just let it stay on there. And then we'll put some metal etching primer on it, and then seal it off with some truck bed sealer. If you can see, that stuff's working, and it's been about 5 minutes, and it's really eating into that. Pretty heavy on spots, but that's all right. So we're gonna give it just a few more minutes and then wipe it down and see how it turns out. All right, she's been working for about 15 minutes. Y'all can see how it's eat that in there. I'm gonna wipe this thing down good. Get another rag. It'll have to dry for a few minutes, but it'll always be that color. It won't ever change that color because that's just put a coat on top of it. And like I say, it says rinse it off, but I don't never rinse it. I always just leave it. Depending on what I'm working on, if it's on the outside, it'd be different, but underneath here, I'll leave that stuff on there. Probably need to cut these out, but like I said, if it was a nice 57 Fury, Plymouth Fury, Chevrolet or something like that, do a little bit different. But this, I just want to stop that rust for now. And we get that covered, it's going to look really nice. All right, it's dried enough. And instead of putting metal etching primer, I decided to put rust stop on it. And then we'll go back with the bed liner. All right, we'll let that dry, come back with some bed liner, and then cover it up with carpet. You'll never see it. I put the rust seal on it, and now it's dry, so I'm gonna come back with some bed liner and just really seal that up good, and that should take care of it for the next 100 years. All right, let's see how this works. I believe that dog will hunt. Well, the floorboard's dry, so let's see how it turned out. Looks pretty daggone good. Still see some pits in there, but it is no rust. And I got it on there thick. So that should dry. And then we'll put a backing on top of that. Put the carpet back down. That's one less thing to have to worry about on the 94 Dodge truck that we're working on. We got another video coming up soon to where we're got the inside gutted out and washing the carpet and getting all that going. But thought I'd put this video up just to kind of show you what's going on. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in to Phillips Run Grit and Bubble Company. There's a lot of channels out there, but I appreciate your support. And if you don't care, give me a thumbs up and a like if you could. It really means a lot to the channel. We'll see y'all next time.